Today is Luffa planting day. And I know this little bitty arch is way underkill for the amount of loofahs that I have. I germinated 10 seeds and all 10 seeds come up. I got 10 seeds there and 10 seeds here. They've been in the grow tent and I waited for them to get their true set of leaves before I brought them out here. But I'm going to go ahead and get them planted in here. And if I have to transplant some later, we said we could always add more trellising this way. And it would be taller because we would have to get another cattle panel to do that. And then do it with some T-post similar to the setup we have for the blackberries over there. Oh, and the blackberries have gotten their buds. Awesome. So anyway, I'm going to get these loofahs planted and we'll see how it works out. We're due to get rain any minute now. So I'm going to get these planted so they can acclimate to the soil and get watered. Okay. I did three of the plants on the inside and 2 on the outside on both sides. So as they start to grow and reach, I can come out and help train them on this little trellis. Now, this little trellis is pretty sad for that many loofahs. But if I come out and add another trellising, it will be taller, but I can either transplant or train them to come over to the other trellis. But anyway, first time ever planting loofahs, and this thing is probably going to be overloaded. So anyway, loofahs. We're going to go up here and just take a little sashay through the garden and see how it's doing. This is, gosh, I can't believe it's already week 11 of gardening from start to now. Started in the hydroponic 11 weeks ago. Get in this gate. I need to come out with a zip tie. The zip tie broke right there, so I got to zip tie that. Anyway, we'll start right here. We'll just work our way around. We got cilantro doing fantastic. Asparagus is doing great. Our jalapeno peppers. And I did notice, I think that may be a jalapeno finally coming up from the seed. Looks like I got jalapeno coming up there from seed, but nothing over here yet. I planted 3 more because we needed a lot of jalapenos. And I only had 5 plants in here, so. Our onions, our hot pepper bed. More weeds. And get that out of there. I try to stay on top of the weeds out here. It's I think I'm managing it pretty well. For some reason I'm missing these back here though. When I'm coming out. But anyway, hot peppers, shishito hot peppers. We got serranos, cayennes. Just a variety. And my oregano. Oh, you guys, check out these garden tags. These are metal. And my daughter-in-law made these for me for Mother's Day. She gave them to me yesterday. And they have our YouTube logo on it. And these were sublime, or however you say it. She did them on there. They're metal. And they should last forever. She made me several. For out here, I've got the oregano, down here, there's a jalapeno, and Roma's she made. And then a lot of the stuff, let's see, for pickling cucumbers, my yellow squash, zucchini squash, zinnias, and my Yukon Gold potatoes. But here's a whole bed of tomatoes that's doing fantastic, and my marigolds are doing great. Just more tomatoes, lots of tomatoes. I haven't gotten close to see if anything has any tomatoes on them yet. I haven't seen any buds. So, I mean, that looks like a bud gonna be starting to come out there. I do have a bud. I do have a little bud down there. But anyway, probably by week 12, I should be starting to see more buds, and it'll be more visible. So I'm not going to worry about trying to see buds or see if there's any tomatoes yet. So anyway, we'll do that on week 12. Examine them really good. But anyway, lots of tomatoes growing. Here we've got our red potatoes that are doing fantastic. Sweet potatoes have popped up really nicely. Looking forward to those sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. It's my absolute favorite. That and Yukon Golds. And I like the little reds too. Not a big fan of russets other than for baking potatoes, but I like the Yukon Golds and the reds because I can drop those in a roast potatoes and carrots. I can make potato salad, which you can make potato salad with any kind, but I really like those little potatoes. But anyway, my beets are doing fantastic. Onions are coming along nicely. Look how big these onion stalks are. Man, they're massive. More weeds, uninvited. I need to spend some time out here just messing with onions, but just so busy. Lots of busy work. Oh, here's my zinnias that I'm going to put this in the middle. One of my zinnia tags my daughter-in-law, Caitlin, made for me. Lots of carrots coming on. Rainbow carrots. I think those are all rainbow carrots. This is my Utah celery. More potatoes. These are Yukon Gold potatoes down here. These were planted in the fall last year. I've got sweet potatoes planted in these, but nothing has come up yet. Now, I planted those from a whole sweet potato. They didn't really have eyes on them yet. I researched it, and it said you couldn't plant them from whole potatoes. They're just going to take longer to grow the eyes underneath and then pop up. Artichokes, the leaves on those are just massive leaves. Looking forward to, they're supposed to put out like a purple flower, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. These are my bell peppers, and this is all the stuff that we grow, that we eat here on our homestead. We're not growing anything that we don't eat. I wasn't going to waste any bed space this year on anything that we don't eat. Just strictly grow what you eat, and that's a collaboration. Grow what you eat 26 collaboration. This is all carrots. Now, there possibly could be 4 different varieties of carrots in there, because we had planted some and then the frost got them. They could have survived underneath and come back up on top of rainbow carrots. So there could be orange, purple, and rainbow carrots in there. I'll take it. More bell peppers. See, I've had a bird out here pooping on a leaf, but the bell peppers are doing good. More tomatoes. This bed just has 3 beefsteaks in it. Yeah, I think by week 12, next week's update's going to show quite a bit of budding out here. More tomatoes. Oh, and I stopped by our local nursery on Friday. Maverick and I picked Maverick up from school and stopped by the local nursery because I wanted to get some flowers, some perennials for my beds up by the house, just so it could already be pretty with some color and stuff. And we have a new friend that we've made at the nursery, and we actually did a collaboration with him a few months ago, and he sponsored a video that we did and gave us some products to try. Well, on Friday when I stopped by there, he said, let me get you some marigolds. You need marigolds in your garden. I said, I have some marigolds. I put some seeds out too, but nothing's coming up yet. He goes, I'm going to hook you up with some marigolds. He gave me a flat. He gifted me a flat of 36 marigolds. So these marigolds that you see right here, Rockwell Farms and Nursery is the sponsor of those marigolds, and I'm going to tag them in this video as well for week 10 and Grow What You Eat for my garden update, because he gave me all these marigolds. There's some two-toned orange ones there, some more yellows. Anyway, a flat of 36, and I told him, I said, oh my goodness, there's no way I need 36. And he said, I'm sure you'll find somebody to give them to. You know what? I planted all 36 of them in my garden. I've got one over here with the cucumbers. Let's see. I've got budding coming on my regular cucumbers. And I've got new cucumbers sprouted up. So I wasn't sure if my cucumbers were going to make it that I had started in the hydroponic. It looks like they're going to be okay. I did put some more seeds in there just in case, and it looks like I'm going to get some cucumbers. It's a zinnia bed. These are my pickling cucumbers, and same thing, because the vines were just, I don't know, they're just kind of weird. These are some weeds. Got to get out of there. A lot of weeds in here. This will just pull those weeds up and get them out so they're not in the mix. I've got there's one down in there and one behind there. I'll get that out of there too. But yeah, check this out. Let's see, back here, look at those tendrils already grabbing a hold to that trellis. That is awesome. I love it. Anyway, I had tossed some more seeds in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming up in here because I wasn't sure if those were going to make it. So I wanted to make sure I had cucumbers, pickling cucumbers. So those should be fine. There's some more of those marigolds from my friend Josiah at the nursery. Here's another one. let's go over here and check out the other part of the garden and see the updates on those. Oh, there's a metal Roma tag that my daughter-in-law made. There's some more of those marigolds. These are all Romas in this bed. My cabbage is doing awesome. That right there's got a pretty good size head on it. It's exciting. I probably got overkill of them cabbages in there, but that's okay. You never know. Let's put these over here. You never know if all of your plants are going to make it. In my case, I never know if they're all going to make it. So I always overplant. But that's okay. And check out that lettuce. We got lettuce 4 feet tall in there now. I need to be giving the rabbits lettuce every day, but we're so busy right now between pulling weeds out of the garden, product reviews, a project that we're working on, rabbits. I mean, it's just, and fighting the weather also. Trying to plan things on my day off and weather. It's like we're just swamped right now. Anyway, I got more Romas over here. Some more of them marigolds. My onions are doing great back here. Tomatoes, marigolds, onions. There's another Roma tag. Check out them onions. Well, this bed, these onions must have been a different kind than some of the others, or they didn't get planted as deep, because half of them are bulging up. Check how big that one is back there. Maverick was here on Friday, and he said, "Mimi, I think that one's ready to be picked." And I said, "No, we're not going to pick it yet." But I did come out and I did pull some of the soil back away from some of those, and I need to come just spend some time out here doing that. My Black Diamond watermelon. That one, I'm not sure if it's going to make it, but I do have a new one coming up right there. If y'all can see that. Finally, from a seed. There are a few more seeds in this bed that should come up soon. There's our Moon and Stars watermelon. Now, I know the Moon and Stars watermelon will have like a moon and star look on the watermelon itself, but is that what the leaves are supposed to look like too? So I'm curious about that. If you guys know the answer to that, anybody that's ever grown those before. My cantaloupe is doing really good. A bed of zinnias doing fantastic over here. These are my zucchini squash is doing great. Spread out really good. And my yellow squash. I don't know if you guys saw my short, but check out those two baby yellow squash. Yellow squash. And another bud right there. I just planted 15 more jasmine seed in each of these 2 buckets, because they've been planted for a month and nothing's come up. So I soaked those seeds extra long this time. I soaked them for 3 or 4 days. So we'll see if that helps. And then it's going to rain any time now. So we should be able to, those should get plenty of water. I'm going to take a look at my beds up here in the front. So there's another one of the marigolds from the ones he gave me. And I picked up these 2 here in the middle. And this perennial right here is going to end up with a pink flower on it. This bed is starting to come alive in here. The rosemary finally started to grow. The thyme is coming out more. These marigolds are growing. I guess I put about 4 or 5 seeds in there, and all 5 of them are coming up. I don't know if you can see that, little sprigs. I planted some chives there. So I was slowly adding to these beds. I think I have them where I want them right now. Sage is doing fantastic. I got a parsley metal plant marker and a basil and a lavender also. And I got a thyme and oregano plant marker from my daughter and son. These beds are doing really good. I got this peppermint plant for Mother's Day from my daughter-in-law's mother. Gave me this plant yesterday. It's peppermint. I'm going to leave it in this little bowl here because I don't want it to spread. And my GoPro's getting hot, so I'm going to finish this up real quick. Here's some more verbena that I picked up at the nursery, and some more of those right there. These marigolds have come up. I don't know why I can't get the marigolds to come up. They wouldn't come up in the other garden. But anyway, check all this out. Marigold plant marker from my kids for Mother's Day. The lemon balm's starting to spread. Everything is finally starting to bush out. So anyway, lots of color. In the next month, these beds are going to be full of color. I also got these peach saplings. I've got to get those taken care of today. They can't stay like that in water. I've got to get those processed. I got 5 females and 5 males that I'm going to be trying to maybe graft. But I can't graft them right now, but I am going to do something to put them into some soil to grow them out, just to save them. But anyway, that's going to wrap up our week 11 garden update. I am so excited about these beds up here with the pretty colors and the herbs. So flowers and herbs. So anyway, guys, hashtag Grow What You Eat 26 collaboration. It's an open collab. You grow what you eat. If you want to join the collab,